the top headlines. Manipur pays tribute on Khongjom Day 2025. Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Valla condemns Bahalgam terrorist attack. Floral tributes offered at the Thangmaiban Cherauching in connection with the observance of Khongjom Day celebration. Kamjong district imposes curfew in Gampal and Hayang after arson attack. Pakistan expresses condolences after Bahalgam terror carnage. Civil Aviation Ministry deploys extra flights to evacuate tourists after Bahalgam attack. Repa gathered NAB in joint operation in Imphal East. Manipur police arrests Arambai Tangle members for kidnapping Assam men. Hello and welcome to ELITETV English News. You are watching 6 p.m. Prime Time Bulletin and this is Dr. Aleza giving you the news in detail. Manipur commemorated Khongjom Day 2025 with a solemn ceremony at the Khongjom War Memorial Complex in Thobal District, paying tribute to the brave heroes of the 1891 war. Governor Ajay Kumar Valla led the state in honoring the martyrs, laying wreaths at Kheba Hill and the statue of Pauna Brajavasi, followed by a gun salute and traditional rituals, including the offering of tarpon at the Khongjom River. The ceremony has been attended by CLP leader Okram Ibobi, Inner Manipur Lok Sabha MP Dr. Angomcha Bimol Akoijam, former Minister THB Sorzit and other top-ranking police officials of the state. Participants observed a 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to the brave souls of Manipur who laid down their lives in the Khongjom battle. Students and several participants also offered floral tributes to the brave souls of the state. In order to avoid any untoward incident, adequate security measures were taken up in the area. Further, ambulance service and medical emergency services were also provided by the Indian Red Cross Society Thawal district in connection with observation. Artists of group Mahal Theatre also showcased a drama, Khongjom during the observation. Speaking on the occasion, Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Valla stated that due to the brave and valiant acts of the then brave soldiers of Manipur who fought against the mighty British soldiers, Manipur was able to gain independence from the clutches of the colonial rule. He added that slowly peace and normalcy is returning to the strife-torn state of Manipur, and he expressed his optimism that development and prosperity will also follow soon for the people of Manipur. During the event, Governor Ajay Kumar Valla also condemned yesterday's terrorist attack at Bahalgam, Jammu Kashmir, where several innocent tourists were reportedly killed.
To provide them employment opportunities, and especially for the IDPs, initiative aims to impart skill development, training, and to ensure visibility of jobs in private sector. In aid to overcome the challenges and struggles of IDPs, the government has been taking up various measures, including distribution of handlooms, looms and accessories, bicycles for mobility support, besides the financial assistance provided under different schemes of the state. Enhancing education sector will boost the growth and progress of the state. Our youth must not only be aware of our history, but also be equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary to compete in today's rapidly changing world. With the recently inaugurated IT centers under the funding of Ministry of Home Affairs, Transport, Kamjong, Senapati district, our students will now have better opportunities with knowledge and skill needed to excel in ever-evolving world of technology. Manipur University has recently developed Mahasid history.
And Biren Singh, former Chief Minister of Manipur, also attended the 134th Khongjom Day observance held at Thambal Sanglen, Imphal, paying homage to the martyrs of the Anglo-Manipuri War of 1891. A release issued by BJP Manipur Pradesh has expressed that the Khongjom Day holds profound significance in the collective memory of the Manipuri people. It marks the final battle fought at Khongjom, where warriors such as Major Pauna Brajabasi and his comrades resisted British forces with extraordinary courage, despite overwhelming odds. Their sacrifice has since become a symbol of patriotism and pride for the people of Manipur, it added. In connection with the observance of 134th Khongjom Day celebration, floral tributes have been offered today at the Thangmaiban Cherauching to the brave martyrs of the soil. During the occasion, Amuko President Nando Luang expressed that any divisive forces shall be dealt with bravely to defend our integrity and sovereignty. Further speaking during the observation, Nando Luang stated that the bravery and courage showed by our forefathers in fighting against the mighty British Empire must be learned and inculcated by today's younger generations for the sake of our motherland Manipur. He added that any threat to the territorial integrity and sovereignty of the state Manipur will be fought against bravely by all people of Manipur alike. He further stressed that the divisive forces which are trying to disintegrate the state of Manipur shall not bear fruits, and Manipur will continue to exist as one united state with people of different indigenous communities residing together in peace and harmony.
Aikoi isa gidi nuai kibi ai tung da la kada bai koi gi jati gi pudu ki miam na matam bam da ikai phiru khumna le hogani haiba wakhalol amaga lone na aikoi na british changje bagi mauta aikoi masa da leje ba thawna lingen phudu ga aikoi lan thingna ki ba do madu da aikoi da ngasi gi miron da hingi ba koi chok tok jabam phog jari bani aikoi sang laba chai lising ani hen bagi puari lejai madu gi ityas ki puari gi tangka singda aikoi gi ipa ipu singsina yekna ba sangjaba I yekna ba da sarendra to bagi tangka amata yaugde ba Madama 1891 gi matam duda legi bai pai pusing aduna mogi mangam chata legi bai pai pusing aduna thengkang kaya da awaga lan sonaba tonga tonga yung leba kaya galan singler pamatamda akoy sangje bui mahutta adu lan theng nerga akoy iri pak iramdam nga khiba tungi jati gi puruki mingchet urong gidamak thambiramba akoy thongna gi not amat bibiramba madumang na ngasi su akoy chawthone hingjari bane.
The Federation of Civil Society Organizations, Folks Manipur, has announced the observance of May 3, 2025 at 10 a.m. at Yumnam Kunal Community Hall. Imphal is as a solemn and significant day under the theme, Bridging Divides for Shared Future. This solemn commemoration comes 2 years after the violent events of May 3, 2023. Which folks describe as a coordinated campaign of ethnic violence perpetrated by armed illegal immigrants against the indigenous Meitei community. The organization asserts that the attack marked an undeclared war, leaving deep wounds on Manipur's social and cultural fabric. According to folks, the aggression led to the tragic loss of innocent lives, destruction of homes, and widespread displacement, especially across regions such as Surachandpur, More, Imphal West, Imphal East, and Kangpokpi. Many affected, especially Meitei families, remain displaced, living in relief camps and temporary shelters with uncertain futures. In the absence of timely state intervention during the crisis, several young individuals reportedly stepped up as village volunteers to defend their communities, highlighting the resilience and spirit of self-preservation among the affected populations. Fox is extending an open invitation to internally displaced persons, ITPs, community elders, students, and women's organizations, including Maida Paibi, and all concerned citizens to attend this event and contribute to a shared vision rooted in justice, peace, and coexistence. Following a shocking arson attack that destroyed homes in the villages of Gampal and Hayang, a hamlet of Gampal, under the Sahamphung subdivision, the district magistrate of Kamjong, Rangnamai Rang Peter, has imposed a curfew with immediate effect from 2 p.m. on April 23, 2025 until further notice. The emergency order comes after the Superintendent of Police, Kamjong, reported that unidentified miscreants set fire to multiple houses in the area at around 9 a.m. The act has raised concerns over a potential breakdown of law and order and posed a grave threat to public safety and property. Invoking powers under Section 163(1) of the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita BNSS 2023, the district magistrate has prohibited all movement of persons outside their residences and any activities that could disturb peace within the village jurisdictions of Gampal and Hayang. The curfew exempts government personnel involved in law enforcement and essential services. However, any individual seeking to organize a procession for weddings, funerals, and celebrations within the restricted zones must obtain prior written permission from either the district magistrate or the superintendent of police, Kamjong. Manipur State Sumang Lila Council has also observed the 134th Khongjom Day observation at the Iboyaima Sumang Lila Sanglen at Palace Compound. The observation was attended by Arambai Tengol, Supremo Korungan Bakuman, Lining Thosana Mahi Temple Board Member Secretary M. Sivadatta Luang, Art and Culture Deputy Director G. Dharmadas, and other dignitaries. Speaking in connection with today's observation, Lining Thosana Mahi Temple Board Member Secretary M. Sivadatta Luang stated that today's generation must not forget the extreme sacrifices, bravery, and valor showed by our forefathers in fighting for independence and sovereignty of our state against the then mighty British forces. He added that this observation is celebrated also in recognition of the sacrifices being made by the Meitei village volunteers defending our territorial boundary against the aggression by Kuki militants. He continued that showcasing dramas and plays as a part of the Khongjom Day celebration does not mean the peace and normalcy has returned in the state of Manipur. However, it is a means to show our respect to our brave soldiers and to remind ourselves of the need to defend our motherland from any external divisive forces which are trying to disintegrate our state. He further applauded the service and sacrifices made by the Meitei village volunteers during this almost 2 years crisis in the state, whereby our territorial boundary is kept intact and unified.
Singha, for Susaki for Pantui, Magi, Sita Tanzania, Mayamale, MP, Warami, I will be the night, see, I will be a dance, we get the map, Izana P. will be Lamu, the Obama, Maga, Dinner, Wari, Map, Mada, Oga, Pula Pundava, Mumana, Punga, Mamma, Pato, Larika syllabus, curriculum syllabus, apa tambah semua dengan beberapa leader, itu like pun mereka. Aduh, magi forum saya pun jauh lah pasal kampung di negara leader sini, semuanya forum melakukan tentang, mixing berkata-kata, magi Tanzania beberapa kali itu, oke, mana mitai sih dengan 46-47 mana like pun mana. Indonesia kalau di sini pilih selalu di betul ini mutan niku agar sih memang sih, mereka langsung prediktor memang sih. Mereka pokok darah itu, betul kena review tu mereka, hari kawan sih tak pokok sih itu tu pokok sih. Ini adalah seperti, ano, apa, lapisan yang ni mereka.
Mairapaibis today intercepted a truck bearing registration number NL01AE4498 laden with 300 bags of talab at the intersection of Tendongyang and Maharabi under Sekmai Police Station of Imphal West District at around 9 a.m. today. Speaking to media persons, Tendongyang Mairapaibis Secretary N.G. Tombi stated that after intercepting the truck carrying the huge quantity of talab, the Mairapaibis of the area were in the process of burning down the seized items. However, a team of Sekmai Police Station came to the spot and later seized the items. She further stated that after deliberation and testing by officials of Food Safety Department, the seized talabs were taken down for destruction.
Aku makan kaya ada polisnya ya, illegal ada pun ya ro. Aduna hobi timur lah, ni ya ro lah mahal ni lah. Ada di konon jadi aku je mui nak musim mai kiem ni, aku kiem bayi kalau tahu mui nak pukul tu ni hai, mui nak kuah. Sepi dah pukul aku je pukul makan ni tu ni hai ni mui je kuah. Di situ kita permission kan sulau tu ni lah. Ada ida konon na. Aina kalau tahu aku nak hai ni sih nak pukul ni sepi dah pukul je. Kalau tahu aku sih awak nak makan betul dispose tu betul yang mana raja hari ni pun gitu. Atau ngasih cuma ya, kalau dia kuci han kalau hari ni, aku nak han gitu. Kau si thada deh, mesin kan jadi dia han gitu. Nengat dia cina cina mau je thada biram ni, thada raga aku cuma mesin tu kan gaya ni dah han ni. Yang mau je dispose tu makan tu aku lari, atau mau aku tu tadi nanti dispose tu betul yang mana ni aku. Hari ni mau je yang thada dah bagi orang tu halam malam yang nak tu kau bagi aku. Aduh aku ina hari ni mau ida drug karya di tu ya, ni memang jadi dispose tu isu dan ni aku dia jadi dispose tu betul kau ke mana tu mungkin hai na raga lagi ni mau jisa, sibang matang sibang dia orang ni hai ni jangan tertarik kan.
In connection with the observance of World Book Day, His Namba Santukumar Award presentation, Saklong release and Young Poets Made program has been held today, the 23rd April at the Loktak Hall of Manipur Press Club. The event was attended by Joint Chief Electoral Officer Ramananda Nomaikapam and Manipur Legislative Assembly Joint Director Bimol Lambamayum. During the occasion, the 18th publication of Saklon Journal was also released. Speaking in connection with the event, Joint Chief Electoral Officer Ramananda Nomaikapam expressed that according to a survey conducted at the United States of America, an average person spends 5 years of his life while standing in long queues for various purposes. In order to cut the long waiting period, he suggests that everyone must carry a book while standing in queues, which will be helpful in inculcating the habit of book reading, which will be again beneficial in increasing our human knowledge.
Makogi wakalonsiga tinan melogi achuk lambi ma hairagadi makoi di iramba lai pa ba tunya aduna lai pa ba siam darka lai akoi na makogi matau tamjam siam darka lai sima haidingi hatam gadina haibi bukok sulai. If you have not read today, you have not lived today. Nasi je na lai kacang pa hodra ba nasi gi mjai hingi draba ni yang phasai ko aduna nuti gi kacang ko su gi manga ko su tara to su ai tu khang de ni bidami khang de whatever lai kacang sum para chat pa se nasi ai pa hanjani gi baroi na self help book hai tare self help book, motivational like spiritually like sige genre like khara ayukta hai tare marui na ayukta like pa sem ka nei hai tare exercise matiam tawwa meditation ha tawwa aduga like ha marui self help book se tamu su pa mi sige khongjin ti first hour of the day si tawbiraga di whole day limit chupa dum yang ngai ba ai tawin ba pa ma tawbuda ngai da hai tare.
Now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Sri Sri Gaurachandrai Namo Purvasramda Koi Khwagi Rakta Leramba Moirangthem Niranjan Singh na Magi Nusizaraba Imung Manung Sagai Natei Marupang Amade Marimata Khwai Pumna Mugu Thadoklamnaga Haukiba Tang Tara Taru Sajibugi Tara Nipani Pan ba Imjakesa Nimita Siri Gurugi Kripadagi Nira Karo Chaitanya Das Haiba Nam Phangzaduna Brindaban Prapti Oikre Lalba April Kunma Thoi Sajibugi Kolumdoi Pan Badin Thokaba Nimita Asti Sanjela Pucharaga Lalba April Kunmapan Kalian Ginini Pan Baleba Nimita Strada Dintokle Upalaksha the Brown Vaishnov Ahalamal Marupang Paipumna Makna, Matam Sana Ling Birakuna, Renam Sabanto Vidanava Pauzenzari. Pauzenzari Basing, Moirangtem Ongbi, Salam Biteshori Devi Serdemini, Moirangtem Kunjabihari Singh Mapa, Moirangtem Ongbi, Asangbam Ruhini Devi Mama, Amadi Imunugini Singh, Kesam Patle Mazam Laikai, Infal West.
Alpha Center of Excellence na mayam gi damakta nungaiba paw ma puduna lakchari lakliba megi date 12 tagi horaga NEET IIT JEE amadi ND gi course kar haujargani loina na hantakta 10 pass tawkraba satra singi damakta 2 years integrated course amadi dropper batch loina na class 11 amadi 12 ki oiba foundation course amasu hapchaga dawri yamna athu matamda admission tawsenbiyo.
Hi friends, adom na gari thau hapam matam da di afaba thau hamna bone dress level matam da su branded oiba khali adubo adom gi khwaidagi maru oriba liver gi damakta di kari section thorang lobi Novochem health care gi original lipsa 5G na adom gi liver son badai ngak thol liver bu seng doktuna mathau ningthin na tawli khonga banungai liver gi mapangang kangkalan batana tana hakchang pumba gi energy hengalali chaba tumali acidity antali afaba king lauba liver magi damak seasonabio original lipsa 5G.
Is your child ready for a future of excellence? At UNACO School, we empower young minds with a perfect blend of world-class academics, integrated need and G preparation, and personalized study plans, unlocking every child's true potential. Our holistic approach to education, state-of-the-art amenities, and a safe, nurturing environment prepare students for a brighter tomorrow. From Khongjom to Channung, Maitram, and beyond, we combine technology, care, and innovation to shape future-ready leaders. Admissions for 2025 to 26 are now open. Secure your child's future today at UNACO School.
Welcome back. Now moving on to the news. In a swift joint operation, troops of the Indian Army and Manipur police apprehended an active member of the banned group pre-parked from a hideout in the general area of Paurabi, Imphal East. The operation was launched in the early hours of 23 April in response to specific intelligence regarding insurgent movement. Security forces initially moved to Lamlai area but quickly redeployed to Paurabi after tracking the suspects' movements. The search commenced at approximately 3 a.m. hours. At around 4 p.m. hours, security personnel spotted an individual in a concealed hideout. The suspect attempted to flee but was successfully apprehended. The individual was identified as Loitongbom Naubasing, 37, a resident of Likai village, Imphal East, and confirmed to be an active cadre of the proscribed pre-park outfit. A subsequent search of the hideout led to the recovery of a significant cache of arms, ammunition, and other warlike stores. The individual was taken to Imphal East Commando Station and later handed over to Lamlai Police Station for documentation and further investigation. The operation concluded at 8:30 hours, demonstrating the effective coordination and quick response of the Indian Army and Manipur Police in ensuring regional security. Manipur police arrested 2 members of Arambai Tangled Unit 41 Juribang for kidnapping and assaulting an Assam resident on April 21. The suspects, identified as R.K. Khomdon Sana 32 from Bhutangkhal and Laurembam Thoiba 20 from Usathol, were arrested for allegedly abducting and attacking Ajimul Hussain Laskar, a resident of Bakhal in Kasar district of Assam. In separate operations on the same day, security forces detained Sorokhaiba Malemngan Basing, an active member of KCP-PWG in Gwangu Sadan Khong area of Kamjong district. Further, police arrested Khongjom Tony Singh 37, another KCP-PWG cadre, near Mangal Hospital in Imphal West district. Singh, reportedly involved in extortion activities targeting local residents throughout the Imphal area, was found with 2 mobile phones in his possession. The arrest comes amid ongoing security concerns in the northeastern state. At least 20 people are feared killed after suspected militants opened fire on tourists in India's Jammu and Kashmir territory, security sources said yesterday. Preliminary reports suggest that unidentified gunmen opened fire on tourists who were on a trekking trip. The incident took place around 2:30 p.m. yesterday. Of the injured, 3 are locals while the other 3 are non-locals. Visuals from the site of the attack showed bodies strewn around and a couple of women crying in distress as locals rushed to their aid. An eyewitness said that unidentified gunmen opened fire on the tourists from close range, resulting in injuries to several persons, news agency PTI reported. A day after one of the deadliest terror attacks on civilians in Jammu and Kashmir in recent years, Pakistan has expressed concern over the loss of lives, extending condolences to the families of those killed in the assault at Bahalgam's Baisaran Meadows. At least 26 people, mostly tourists, were killed on Tuesday afternoon when 3-4 terrorists opened fire on a large gathering in the popular hill destination in Anantnag district. The victims were among a crowd enjoying the scenic vistas of Baisaran, often dubbed Mini Switzerland, when gunfire broke the calm, turning a joyful afternoon into a nightmare. While the attack drew global condemnation and local outrage, India responded with solemn tribute and swift action. Union Home Minister Amit Shah arrived in Srinagar late Wednesday night, hours after the attack. On Wednesday morning, he led raids on the coffins of the deceased at the police control room, honoring the memory of those killed. Flanked by Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha and former Chief Minister Omar Abdullah, Shah met the grieving families and survivors, offering assurance and solidarity. He pledged that justice would be delivered swiftly and that security forces would not rest until the perpetrators were brought to book. The Civil Aviation Ministry has arranged for additional flights to Delhi and Mumbai from Kashmir on Wednesday to evacuate tourists following the recent terror attack in Bahalgam, Anantnag district. This decision follows high-level discussions between Union Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu and Union Home Minister Amit Shah. The ministry confirmed it is actively coordinating with airlines to keep airfares stable and will add more flights if the situation demands. Tuesday's attack, one of the most significant since the abrogation of Article 370 in 2019, has prompted nationwide outrage and led to widespread protests. While the official casualty figures are yet to be released, the attack has shaken the tourist-heavy region and sparked calls for heightened security. In a show of solidarity, political parties and traders unions across Kashmir have called for a complete shutdown. Union Home Minister Amit Shah visited Srinagar to pay tribute to the victims, laying a wreath at a ceremony outside the police control room. Security forces have launched extensive search operations in and around Bahalgam, with increased deployments visible across the area. Footage from the region shows deserted streets in what is typically a bustling tourist hub. Public response has been strong. Candlelight vigils were held in Baramulla, Srinagar, Poonch, Kupwara and Akur, while Bajrang Dal workers staged protests in Jammu. The calls for a Jammu ban have further underlined the gravity of the incident. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And before we wind up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Manipur pays tribute on Khongjom Day 2025. Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Valla condemns Bahalgam terrorist attack. Floral tributes offered at the Thangmaiban Chiraojing in connection with the observance of Khongjom Day celebration. Kamjong district imposes curfew in Gampal and Hayang after arson attack. Pakistan expresses condolences after Bahalgam terror carnage. Civil Aviation Ministry deploys extra flights to evacuate tourists after Bahalgam attack. Pre-Pak other NEP in joint operation in Imphal East. Manipur police arrest Arambai Tangle members for kidnapping Assam man. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching.